What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from server 1 representing IC, and guys, welcome to the Six-Tail Naruto flashback genealogy event featuring Hinata, the girl who died for him, and why he went crazy. So what we're going to do is what we normally do. We're going to just do a quick guide for you guys starting from level 1, and we're going to take it all the way to master level 2, and I'm going to show you guys the team I'm using and what we're going to be doing in terms of trying to beat level 2, or at least getting the most out of it as we can. So the first thing I'm going to let you guys know is try to do, they're both A units, right? So the best thing you can do here is bring in other A units and other units that can buff those A units. So right now with my team that I have Kid Kakashi as a T unit, only because he does great buff, so I'm going to use him for that. I'm going to use Itachi for the OG one for New King, just specifically for this event. And then we're going to be doing Gaara in there as well too for a buff, and other units as well for buffing. Now, first one's pretty straightforward, guys. You fight Hinata, you fight Naruto. Pretty straightforward, easy fight. Everybody should be able to finish this. You get one fragment for each of them if you possess them. So keep in mind, guys, you have to have the Naruto Six-Tail version if you're going to get the frags. If you don't have him, you will not be able to get those fragments, but you will most likely have Hinata, as she's free and she comes in the beginning. So you can collect her fragments for brand new players, okay? Now, Data OG still stays here because he is key for crit damage. Also, we have Naruto Kage, obviously, for the buffs and nuking. We have CM2 for buffs and stunning, and Sai for chakra buildup. And then the usual team exists for my co-op, which is going to be Kakashi, Obito, and Hebi, okay? So in this case here, you can go ahead and kill Naruto and Hinata again, leads to now they last. Pretty straightforward again, guys. Most new players will be able to finish this as well too. This will start giving you a little bit more in terms of fragments. So now you can start collecting, I believe, 1 to 3. Maybe it's 1 to 2. Forgot which one it was. We'll take a quick look afterwards. But yeah, so you can start collecting more. There's 1 and 2, and then when you move on to the third one, that's when now for newer players the challenge becomes a little more, but still very doable. Okay. So now you get 2 to 4, right? And then 1 to 3 for Hinata. So this is where you kind of start collecting a little more fragments. Now this does last for 11 days, guys. This is not a typical FG. Most FGs last for 2 weeks, just like Abyss does. But because this is a brand new event, which is the same as Minato's before, it's only going to last for 11 days. So try to do what you can to get as far as you can to get those fragments for Six-Tail Naruto. Alright, so here you want to go ahead and kill Naruto again. And then after you kill Naruto, the next target, if you can't kill Hinata, would be Kakashi. So take out Kakashi after this. And then you can kill Hinata, Shikamaru, and Choji last, alright? Now, this is randomized, right? Keep in mind. So brand new players, your rotation here is completely random. It's not fixed. But when you start doing the master level and the master 2 level, everything is fixed based on how you set up your rotations in your actual team build. So don't worry too much about these ones. So there you go, kill off Shikamaru and Hinata here. This should kill both. And I took away animations, guys, just to make this a little quicker, but I will highlight in the video and edit the video to show you guys who you should be attacking. So there you go, there's 100%. So 270k HP is what those units have. There's 3 and 2 fragments. And then now keep in mind, the first day, if you're doing this for the first time, you can only have 5 turns, so you're only going to get to stage 5, and then from there you have to wait the next day to try master level 1 and 2. Master level 1, guys, if you're brand new players and you actually got there, congratulations. If you can hit 30% or more, continue to do that because you will get more resources. The fragment amounts are the same within 5 and master, but the resources are aplenty, right? So try to get those if you can. If you're getting below 30%, go ahead and skip stage 5 until you can actually get 30% or above. Okay, so here you want to go ahead and do the same thing. Kill Naruto, kill Hinata if you can. So SMJ will be your next target. I'm going to kill Kamui, though. He's a lot easier. So Kamui is another option you can just take out real quick. And then for sure you want to focus between SMJ and Kamui. And then leave Sakura last and kill off Yamato next. So it should be Naruto, Hinata, Kamui, SMJ. Between the two of them, you can decide which one you want to kill first. Preferably Kamui is a little harder to kill, so go ahead and kill him. And then Yamato, and then leave Sakura last. Healers typically you want to leave last unless you're really lacking damage and they're the reason why the team is surviving. Then kill them first. But for the most part, if their healing is outlasting your damage, that means you're not ready for the fight itself. So you may want to continue doing the older levels first. All right. So there's that kill there. So 91k there, or sorry, 919k there for HP. Let's see what's next here. I think we have number 5 coming up. There you go. So now we're going to use the same team throughout this whole thing. Now I will say this, I pre-recorded this and I pre-recorded Master Level 2. I will show you guys the team I'm currently using in Master Level 2. I got 75%, the video you're going to see 61% only. I changed the team up quite drastically actually, and I went with an almost all AoE team, and I'm finding that's working a lot better for this FG. Okay, so for this one here, guys, same scenario. Naruto first. There you go. So Hinata would be next, but he randomly PC killed Tsunade. So here you want to kill off, let's see who they got. Jiraiya would be next, and then Minato next, and then Jiraiya. And then you want to kill Danzo, if you can. Haku. Okay, so see, as you can see here, my units are just taking everybody out, but that's the order. So now Haku, Orochimaru, and Zabuza last. So let's see here if this actually ends up killing anybody. Well, not CM2 will for sure, but I don't know if, yeah, okay, there you go. And then Hinata you probably want to take out first. So usually the featured banners, guys, are usually stronger characters in terms of stats and where they are in the power scale. So that's why Naruto's important to kill off first, and then you want to kill off Hinata. But in this case, as you see here, the units are just dying like really quickly. So we'll go ahead and actually now jump into master level. Now this is the next day recording, okay? So I'm about to show you guys what I did the following day. As you can see here, my turns are up. All right, so we're gonna jump on to today's video, and I'm gonna show you what I did for master real quick. All right, guys. So the team that I'm using slightly changed. I put Naruto Six-Tail in. I put Kakashi, and I put Naruto Kage SR in as my force team. I'm actually testing to see how much damage my my Naruto Six-Tails is doing. So you really want to have all of them proc, like all those skills proc, but I'm going to let the first two go ahead, and I'll leave Naruto's as is, because he gives crit up to himself essentially, right? Which is important obviously, but there you go. I'm still critting anyways because my gamma and my my training gems are super high for that, so I can get away without having that proc. But ideally you want all three of those to proc. Here I've got my spirit team. All of them are 5k, so they're going to do jutsu twice. They're going to do this, and the co-op team, so that's due to Sai being level 82 to 5, right? I think that's when you need it, but mine's obviously 96, so I'll be okay there. Here you want to ideally stun. There you go, so he doesn't one-shot everybody. So you make sure you want to stun him there. Now, if you stun him first turn, it's fine as well. You can let these guys all die after they do their jutsus, but here you want to get Sai to do a skill too. Okay, doesn't have it, no problem. Oh, oops, I accidentally clicked that. Normally you go back to jutsu, I accidentally clicked it there. So here, there's a nice stun by Datara. He obviously does defense down as well too with that, so that's important as well too, guys, to have that defense down. He just survived that, really. Okay, so here you'd want to finish them up. I'm going to attack Hinata because I know Six-Tails will finish off Naruto. So go ahead and click on there. Alright, now you're going to have Kakashi do his jutsu, but here Naruto SR is important because he does attack up to everybody, right? So here we go. And yeah, so you always want to focus on killing off Naruto first before you kill off Hinata, guys. He gives more percentage, guys. Alright, so there we go. And this should be pretty straightforward here. The co-op should go ahead and kill them off. And these three are pretty much key for this. Now, I will, like I said to you guys earlier, I did use a different team than what I'm showcasing for Master Level 2. I'm showcasing the same team I'm using right now, which I only get, I think, 61% or something. I may have swapped it a little bit. But yeah, I use an all AoE team. I'll show you guys that at the end, and you guys can try that out. I got 75% with that, and I find that an all AoE team worked really well because they ended up hitting everybody and chipping away at the HP, right? So there you go. 9,829,000, and got that completed. And now we can skip Master Level 1, but for me personally, I'm going to be tackling Master Level 2. So here, I'll show you guys what I did for the actual team. I think I might actually end up using the same team, to be honest with you. Or did I switch in Haku at all? Yeah, no, okay, I decided to use the same team. Sorry guys, again, this is pre-recorded from yesterday. So the thing with Master Level 2, guys, is you're guaranteed 7 fragments. So even if you can't get it done and you actually beat Master 1, you're on Master 2 and you have the Six-Tail Fox, go ahead and still do this just for the extra fragment opportunities. You can get 7 to 9. Now, I will say this. The last time this Master Event 2 was out for Minato, I didn't get 1 9 fragment at all out of the 11 days that I did this, and I did it every day. I was averaging a lot more of 7s, and then, you know, sometimes here and there for 8s. So it was just bad luck on my end. Obviously, it does exist, so you can get 9, but it's really, really rare. So the team that I used here, I tried it out. Again, I got 60-something%. You'll see at the end of it all. The thing here is I'm finding that killing 2A units is obviously a lot tougher. They have lower HP than T units, but you hit for a lot less because the thing is there aren't really many D tanks out there, so you're forced to kind of use A units to do enough damage, right? Another thing to point out here is that the AoE from Ninetales will actually probably take out your entire team. So if you don't stun him, you're most likely going to lose an entire cell. Now on the third turn, it's not that big of a deal because you're faster, so you'll get rid of that, and the more he kills, it's actually better for heavy. But you need, and Obito actually, but you can't die on the spirit cell, so you have to make sure you either get a stun off on spirit, or if you have a stun on the first cell using Kakashi, for example, for instant jutsu, you need to make sure that goes off. Now the units that I used in the next turn that I did that got 75%, I ended up using my spirit team was actually Santa, Naruto, I think it was Sasori and Six Tails, no, Sublime, sorry, and then my force team was Six Tails, I believe it was, no, sorry, Obito, Six Tails, and then it was Kakashi, and then my bottom team was Sai, Deidara, and I think it was Hebi, and that's how I ended up getting 75. So I'm going to try to use other units like Danzo and stuff to see if I can make a difference in terms of having debuffs and buffs on there, but I'm finding that right now Master Level 2 is probably not beatable by people in the level 90s. Maybe 105 and might be a little closer once we're maxed out levels. I think we might be able to actually finish this, but at the current state, it's something that's not beatable. So just an FYI, guys, don't feel discouraged if you can't finish it. You're really not meant to. So there you go, 61.67%. So again, my AoE team did a lot more than that, but as you can see, 61% actually gives you exactly the same resources as level 6, beating Master Level 1. Alright guys, so this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the guide. I'm going to keep going at this here. Again, I with one attempt left, I didn't record it, but I will show you the team that I used to get 75%. Hopefully helps you guys out. Alright guys, have a wonderful day. Take care.